Alright guys, Revolver Rustler here, and it has been, what, 4 weeks since I did a video? First thing I should mention, I just saw it, UFC shirt. I went to Florida, I think I mentioned it a few times. I went to Florida. I believe the last video I did was the NXT TakeOver Respect review. Thanks for watching that if you did. Watch the event, by the way. The Ironman match was great, obviously. But I went to Florida for 2 weeks. Had an incredible time. I saw so many great things. I went to Universal, SeaWorld, Kennedy Space Center, which was amazing, and it was a great trip. But I'm now back, and it's time to get back into some wrestling and some gaming, and that's what I've been for. I've been back for about 2 weeks, and I've just been piling on with the wrestling and the gaming. So this episode is going to be my Survivor Series 2015 predictions. We haven't got too many matches scheduled for it, but I'm going to predict it anyway. Let me just get it up. There it is. No, I need to put 2015. There it is. But I'm also going to just talk about a few things in wrestling that happened while I was gone. So I guess we should start off with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It was a good show. I watched it over in America because the time difference helped me. It was like 9 o'clock at night when it finished. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. I thought both Cell matches were great, and the Brock Lesnar take-on ended well. I think the Divas match was pretty decent. I was surprised. I think Nikki looked a lot better in the white outfit. The Owens-Ryback match was filler. That annoyed me. The Rollins-Kane match was okay. It could have been worse. Of course, I've got to talk about Rollins. What else was on the card? The Del Rio return was good. They just haven't capitalised on it now too much. And the tag title match, I was surprised the Dudleys still didn't win. But, hey-ho. So that's a quick just Hell in a Cell thing, I thought. Again, the two cells were great. I enjoyed both a lot. I would have given them at least 4 stars each. The rest of the card, the best match, I think, apart from the Hell in a Cells, was probably the Divas. They had a good match. A lot of credit goes to Nikki Bella, I think, there. Right, so the next thing we should talk about is Seth Rollins' injury. I literally nearly cried. It was so tragic. I was so annoyed that Seth got injured. It's his own fault, but it's just an accident. It's what happens in the sport. And I wish him a quick recovery. I want him back as quick as possible. So we move on to the tournament, which I'll now talk about. I think the tournament was a cool idea. Some of the spots in it were a bit stupid, like Titus O'Neil, Stardust, Kalisto, who surprisingly won against Ryback in what was a pretty good match. But that was a little bit... Some of the spots were unused. They should have put like a Jericho in, or possibly a Cena. I know he's doing something, but have him in and get eliminated by like a Breeze, or an Ambrose, or a Reigns, or a Ziggler, or an Owens, or someone like that. So I do like the tournament. I think the Final Four is the Final Four I thought it was going to be. I predicted it from the beginning. That would be the Final Four. And I guess we should get onto the pay-per-view. Good quick thing, UFC. I've got a few shirts I bought from America. I got this one, which is just a plain UFC one. I got a Team McGregor shirt, a Team Faber shirt for the Ultimate Fighter. I got a Ronda Rousey shirt where she has the title and she doesn't have it anymore. I was absolutely shocked to hear that she lost the belt, and then watched it and was like, wow. Apparently it was fixed. I don't think it was fixed. I got another UFC shirt which was it's got a Brazilian flag on it to, promote the Brazilian UFC fighters like Shogun Brewer and Leo Machida. But it was a great holiday. I loved it so much. So, of course, Ronda Rousey lost to Holly Holm. That was so out of nowhere. I'm really, shocked. So, now we get on to Survivor Series 2015. Oh, Billy Gunn was fired. I'll just say that quickly. Survivor Series 2015. What do I think to the card? I need to move down to it. Firstly, the Raw I watched last night, because this is Tuesday, was very good. I enjoyed it. I think that the Paige Charlotte promo was very good and ended the show. I liked how they built up that Divas match. I hope that's high on the card, because that Divas match has the possibility to be great. Paige and Charlotte are very good workers, and when I get to the match list, I'm definitely going to talk about it. So, matches we have announced. I'll start with Paige and Charlotte. This match should be great. This should be the best Divas match the main roster's ever seen. I'm so looking forward to it. Charlotte will retain, but Paige will put in a strong showing, and I like this heel Paige. She did do the wrong... I don't think calling out on Reid Flair's death on Raw was honourable. I don't think it was necessary, but I did like Charlotte's reaction. I liked that. I think that made sense. But Charlotte will be retaining the title, probably with the figure 8. next match, I'll leave what I think will be the main event till the main event. I'll talk about the the qualifying matches first. So Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. This one is too one-sided. This one is Reigns is going to win so much. When I look at the four though, when I look at the four last guys, I see 3 of them potentially winning, and you don't often see that in tournaments, so I do give them some credit there. Reigns is definitely going to go over Ambrose though. It should be a good match. It looks like it's going to be entertaining. The other semi-final is more important to me because it's Kevin Owens against Dean Ambrose, and this one is harder to predict. They could go Reigns versus Ambrose and do a Shield feud, because really, after the Rollins injury, they need a big heel. They could turn Reigns heel, Ambrose heel, or they could push Owens. I personally would like them to push Owens. I know he hasn't been on the main roster very long, and he kind of has the IC belt, which means no IC title match on this show. There's also no US title match on this show. There's also no tag match on this show at the moment, which sucks. But, hey ho, we're going to get some great matches. So, Reigns is going to go over Del Rio, and then I'm going to predict Owens goes over Ambrose. If obviously Ambrose goes over, I'll have to re-predict the final. But I think Owens is going to go over Ambrose and set up a Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens final. And then, because I'll talk about the final after I talked about the other match that's been done. So it will be the Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker and Kane, versus the Wyatt family. And I loved the end of Hell in a Cell. I loved it. The whole Brock Lesnar ending to the match and the whole bit after it was perfect. Because it made the Wyatts look like absolute gits. It got them so much heat. They're now hated. So, when it says the Wyatt family, it will be a tag match. So there's 2 members. It's not going to be Rowan and Harper. It has to be Strowman and Wyatt to me. I don't think Rowan and Harper are getting used enough, but it won't be them. It will be Kane and Undertaker against Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. And this could go one of 2 ways. This could go the honourable route and send Undertaker on 25 years of his anniversary of his debut, even though it was 91, so be 24. I don't know. I can't really work it out quickly. They could do that and send Undertaker and Kane home as winners, or they could shock everyone and have the Wyatts go over. And I would like to see the Wyatts go over, but that's not what I'm predicting. I am going to predict that Undertaker and Kane go over. I do think it makes sense for Undertaker and Kane go over. Especially in a tag match, but I do think there'll be some interference from Rowan and Harper. But in the end, your winners will be The Undertaker and Kane. And if this is goodbye to The Undertaker, then I literally thought about it the other day. And I was literally, I'm going to cry when that man retires. I'm going to cry. Absolutely, I love him. Absolutely love him. He's one of the greats. So now we talk about the final. The final, which I set up, is going to be Kevin Owens versus Reigns. So we're going to talk about that one. But of course, if Kevin Owens or Alberto Del Rio, if Kevin Owens or even Roman Reigns, don't go through and we have a Del Rio Ambrose final, it's not going to happen. Then I'll have to re-predict it when I watch it. But I'm predicting for Reigns versus Owens. Because I want to see it, and because I've heard a lot of rumours that Roman Reigns isn't going to win the belt, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens in my final to win. And I think Owens can get a lot from this. Firstly, Owens' heel is the best in the company at the moment without Rollins. So Owens should be the top heel, because he is the top heel. So give him the world title, and then have the IC title be there. Have Owens say, I'm a prize fighter, I fight for everything. So he has 2 belts. Maybe you set him up competing for the tag title at one point, maybe. But Owens is a prize fighter, he's already established that. Once he wins one prize, he goes after another. Have Owens win the world title and shock everyone by pinning Roman Reigns, the Golden Boy. Have Owens join the Authority if you have to, even though I'd like less authority, to be honest. But anything you can, get Owens that title. I'm predicting Kevin Owens to win the WWE World title, and I'm going to mark out, because if you think I marked out when he beat Cena, imagine how I marked out when he won the IC belt, imagine how I'm going to mark out if he does win the World title. But of course, I could be wrong, and Roman Reigns could win, stay face. But I doubt Roman Reigns will stay face. There has to be a heel turn in Ambrose or Reigns, or Kevin Owens will win, because a heel has to win that belt, I think. That is my 2015 Survivor Series predictions. I'm sorry the prediction part was a bit quick. It was because I had to talk about all the stuff before. And there's only been 5 matches announced. I can't really imagine what else they are going to announce. A tag match, maybe. Ziggler and Breeze would be nice, because their rivalry's good. Breeze's main roster debut was good. And a victory for development talent. So, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Survivor Series, and like, comment, and subscribe for more. I do just want to say, I will be doing, maybe today if I can be bothered, a quick pickups episode to show the games I've got, because you can imagine what I've got, and I've got a lot to talk about them. I do actually feel a bit ill at the moment, but I might do it anyway. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. This has been Revolver Ocelot.